Good morning, champions of the light. And do you know that light is pure love? Let there be light. That original thing in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. That's the light. And what is the light? Pure love, pure ultimate love. What did Rumi said this? He said, love rests on no foundation. Love rests on no foundation. It is an endless ocean, my dears, with no beginning or end. So drift on it as 1,000 stars float in the heavens. All right, let's just float. Let's just float on the reality, my dears, this morning because Saturn and Neptune are coming together at zero in Aries at 0 point. Okay, it doesn't mean anything for us right at this moment, but I'm telling you, you couldn't be on this love line this morning at a better time, Tara. Ricardo, I don't know. You have some amazing grace in your lives, my dears. You have some wise, you know, endless, endless wisdom from years and lifetimes of learnings. And here you are at a pivotal point. It's a rebirth today. It's a rebirth of 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 the new coming, bringing incoming new earth. The rebirth, incoming of the new earth is today, with Saturn and Neptune connecting up. Okay, we're going to learn all about that. So I'm going to talk about the light this morning and the love and this conjunction. How does that sound? Are you all ready? So happy to have you here, Tara, Ricardo, Narayan, Lori, Lisa, and Jim, Kathleen, Yoda, Cami, Ellen, Marty. Yep, Tara is here. Lori is here. Awesomeness. I'm so happy that you're all. She is. All right. Oh, you picked a Jim Dandy. When was the last time you heard Jim Dandy of a day, of a morning, my dears? But first, maybe let me just give you a little bit about this astrology. Even us, that you don't know anything about it really. This will make some really powerful sixth sense. You know what your sixth sense is? It's intuition. You know it through your intuition. You know it through your gut. You just have this gut feeling. Yeah, same thing. All right. So Aries 0%, zero Aries reboot. Birth of a new era. That's all. Birth of a new era. You wanna all sit around and look and have and enjoy this new birth together? How's that? What are the chances of that? In just hours on Friday, February 20th, and I do believe today is February 20th, Saturn will forge an exact alignment with Neptune at 0° Aries. I don't know. I don't know any astrology that well, but I just feel there's something here. There's something to what we're going to share this morning. It is one of the most important transits of our lifetime. That's all, Lori. No, Ryan. This is just it's just something simple. It's one of the most important transits of our lifetime. Woo! You may be starting to sense it. The world is changing. The world is changing beyond our imagination. That's a pretty true line, wouldn't you say, Marty? Marty Groh, who lives in both worlds, who's in this world but not of it, right? Wouldn't you say that we're in a changing, a world is changing beyond our imagination? There's a palpable shift in the atmosphere as if the system of reality itself is quietly reorganizing. What do you think, Kathleen? Are you quietly reorganizing within yourself? And you too, Lisa and Jim, are you quietly recalibrating within yourself, my dears? Let's just tune in because we need to be this change. with the birth of a new era. Oh, it's going to mean some shifting and recalibrating, I do believe, for each of us. It's the system of reality itself is quietly reorganizing. So let's reorganize. If something ain't quite right in your world, experiment a little. Go direct. Dial 111, ask for the one, and tell the one you're my only one. You have absolute access to the absolute. Absolute access. So dial 111, ask for the one, and tell the one you're my only one if you're disorganized. Because we need to reorganize this morning. There's a palpable shift in the atmosphere, as if the system of reality itself is quietly reorganizing. And that goes for us. Something vast is moving beneath the surface, my dears. I'll tell you one thing, these just ain't words. These are vibrations. So as we always say, right? We always not get caught up in words. We don't get caught up when that mind starts to go, yeah, 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 I've heard this. Or you get bored because you've heard this or whatever, right? No, there's something going on right now that needs our undivided attention and our undivided devotion. So something vast is moving beneath the surface. Something foundational is resetting. Yeah, and I are going to reset our lives 100% this morning just sitting here. Saturn and Neptune are the architects of collective reality. So that means you, Tara, Ricardo, Narayan, Lori, Lisa, and Jim, Kathleen, Cami, Ellen, Marty, our little group right here are the architects of the collective reality. We are little demos. We're a little demo rainbow group of souls who we don't even want to know our reasons for being here. We don't reason. We just feel. We just use that sixth sense of intuitive imagination, right? Because the world is changing beyond our imagination. But listen, Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees Aries are architects of the collective reality. And we're a little demo group right here. Here's what Neptune governs: our ideals, visions, and myths. You could say it's the dreamscape. Neptune is the dreamscape of humanity. It dissolves illusion. Neptune dissolves illusion. Anybody in to have a little dissolution of the delusion this morning in the reorganizing of yourself? Just saying. The dreamscape of humanity. Neptune governs the dreamscape of humanity. It dissolves illusion and reveals what has been hidden. Ooh, hide and seek. Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Did you ever play that in the pool as youngsters? Marco. And then someone would say Polo. So it dissolves illusion and reveals what has been hidden. Saturn, in contrast to Neptune, builds the structures and systems that anchor those ideals. So Saturn's a builder, is an architect that builds the structures and systems that anchor those ideals of the Neptune dreamscape, of the new earth, of the new era. Wow. I'm just don't mind me if I'm all over the place this morning, because I don't know. This is horrendously, and that's the wrong word. It's tremendously the most important time of our lives. That's all. That's all. Right now, as we listen or we feel the vibrations of this broadcast this morning. So Saturn builds the structures and systems that anchor those ideals of the Neptune into physical form. It governs accountability. Saturn governs accountability, responsibility, and the frameworks that hold society together. That's all. Wow. So when these two, hello, Hap, Hap just made it onto the bed. So when these two generational forces, that's Neptune and Saturn, when they meet, the interface between dream, and reality transforms. So 0 degrees Aries is known as the Genesis point, my dears. 0 degrees Aries. I'm an Aries, so this I know this is affecting me big time. 0 degrees Aries. We talked about the 0 degrees yesterday. Didn't even know it that it was coming today. We talked about it as being nothing. We talked about it as having no desires for anything, right? Remember that? Zero is not empty. Genesis point is the very beginning of the zodiac, and zero is not empty. In physics, zero is where infinities appear in physics. So there's something about this Genesis point that 0 degrees Aries is known as the Genesis point, the very beginning of the zodiac. This is why we're restructuring ourselves as we sit here, reorganize. In fact, we're not even doing it. Because if we don't have a desire for an outcome, if we feel like we are nothing, and yet at the same time we are everything because we are immortal, we're just going to let it unfold. Yeah, just let it happen on its own, right? Let's get out of the way of the way. Love is all around us. Love, get out of the way of the way. Love is all around us. So stop right where you are and pay attention. In physics, zero is where infinities appear. At the center of the quantum vortex, at the center of this quantum vortex is a vacuum state, a singularity where everything pulls inward and pure potential gathers before expression. Pure potential, Marty, Ricardo, and the rest of everybody here. There, before we have an expression, before we have an action, there is the pure potential that we all are capable of tapping into, pure potential. That's the same as in the beginning, let there be light, and that light is pure love. I have a beautiful thing to read. If I don't read it today, I'll read it tomorrow. So this zero is alive with possibility. It is the anchor point from which new realities emerge. So when Saturn and Neptune join in 0 degree Aries, the past, just think of your past for a moment, my dears. Think of your high school. Think of your college. Think of your degrees. Think of all the challenges you have gone through. Because I don't think that past is going to come into play here. Let's see what it says. The past collapses into singularity. So whatever was, some confusion in your past, if you're still dealing with some past memories and stuff like that, they're going to collapse. Let it collapse. Let the old structures lose cohesion, my dears. Let it go. Collective myths dissolve. The previous era, the previous era, your father and mother's era, our era, the previous era folds inward so that something entirely new can form. Wow. Hinging in that 0 point is a new direction, my dears, a new era, a new reality encoding the field. Wow. Each Saturn Neptune cycle rewrites the rules that society lives by. Are you not quite so happy with some of the rules society lives by, my dears? Well, guess what? We get to start over. We get to start over. That's why we reconstructing ourselves as we sit here this morning, because we're just in tune with this Saturn Neptune, which is one of the most important transitions of our lifetime, or transmissions. So we can rewrite the rules. There's nothing that I would love to do more than rewrite the rules. You know what I would do? Have no rules. Have no rules. Intuition. Into me I see. I would follow the higher self laws now. And if you want to call them rules, do it. You want to call them, you know, masterpieces of pure wisdom, you could do it that way too. But we're going to rewrite the rules whatever way you want to, my dears, that society lives by. Historically, these conjunctions, this Saturn and Neptune conjunction, have coincided with massive global shifts, dissolving boundaries, restructuring power, redefining collective vision. Wow. But when they meet at the Genesis point, the reset is even more profound. The slate is wiped clean. There is no need to blame. We carry no shame. The mother's always wiping our slate clean. There's no need to blame. We carry no shame. The mother's always wiping our slate clean. She's the mother of love, the mother of forgiveness. She's a mother of sweet compassion. She's a mother of love, the mother of forgiveness. She's the mother of sweet compassion. There's no need to blame. We carry no shame. The mother is always wiping our slate clean. And that's what exactly it says right here at Genesis point. The reset is so profound. The slate is wiped clean. So don't worry about this reorganization, because all those things, those demons, those things that haunt you, keep you up at night, whatever, are bye bye birdie. They're bye bye birdie. The field becomes receptive to entirely new possibilities. Oh, Ricardo, Ryan, do something new, different than you do almost every single day. Something new, different. And it can be just your consciousness that's on the inside experimenting. Maybe you see nature for the first time. I mean, like whatever you look at in nature, maybe you understand it a little more, Mother Gaia, whatever. But let's be different. Dare to be different, says Yogananda. Dare to be different. This is the day for that, Ricardo. The field becomes receptive to entirely new possibilities. Where once was a vision or ideal, now seeks embodiment, Lori. Whatever is your dream in that magical new resetted dreamscape, dreams that are approaching, if not total reality, reality, right? The reality as you want it to be, as you design it to be. It's entirely new possibilities where once was a vision or ideal now seeks to be embodied in us. So, whatever is your most beautiful dream today, whatever dreamscape you can dream up today, whatever beautiful things you want to feel in your heart center today, wow, you have a possibility of manifesting what once was a vision or ideal now seeks embodiment. The bridge between imagination and manifestation engage. The bridge between imagination and manifestation engage. This is where collective dreams either solidify into new systems or dissolve into irrelevance. Irrelevance, meaning that it just dissolves. It either solidifies your collective dream. You guys have been dreaming of a new day, aren't you? A new politic, so to speak, right? A new way to govern ourselves as a nation, as all the nations, right? One nation under God type of thing. This is where collective dreams either solidify into new systems or dissolve into irrelevance. It is a threshold between illusion and integrity. What? threshold, threshold, my dears. So when we focus our conscious attention at 0 point, meaning I am nothing. I am nothing but you, O Spirit Divine. I am nothing but you, O Mother Divine. I am nothing but you, O Immortal Soul. Right? It's okay to use the word nothing before the everything that we already are. Right? When we focus our conscious attention at 0 point, we influence the encodement of our future. So when we focus our conscious attention at 0 point, which is that place where you totally are in tune with whatever the higher self is guiding you to be. So you don't have to get involved in figuring it out. We are not passive observers of this shift, we are active participants in it. Consciousness becomes the tuning fork. This is kind of cool. Consciousness becomes the tuning fork. Intention becomes architecture. The vacuum state responds to coherence. Man. So as we stand on the eve of this rare conjunction, enter stillness. Feel the 0 point within your own core center. 0. Whatever that could mean to you may mean something completely not on this post here. And I would believe that more than I would believe this. What is in your, your divine nature, your super intelligence and 27,000 trillion cells, their cosmic consciousness potential in 27,000 trillion of your cells. That's all. That's what kind of potential you have. That's why we want consciousness to be the tuning fork, intention to be an architecture, and vacuum state that responds to our coherence. As we stand on the eve of this rare conjunction, enter stillness. Feel the 0 point within your own core center. 0 point, Genesis. Think of those words today. 0 point within your core center, the Genesis, the calm, coherent space where attachment dissolves and truth becomes clear. Allow what is complete to collapse without resistance. You're complete. You feel complete. I feel complete right now. So let's and just do a little kind of intuitive imagination, a little experiment together right now. Release the structures you have outgrown without resistance. Allow what is complete to collapse. Done. Over. We're moving on that fire horse. Moving on, my dears. Release the structures you have outgrown. Stand in the fertile void where infinite futures shimmer. Wow. Because once Saturn and Neptune lock into exact union at the Genesis point, where am I? The world shifts. It's all. Because once Saturn and Neptune lock into exact union at the Genesis point, that's why you want to be still. You want to have the sacred chamber of stillness and quiet, as we always mention, inside, right? The heart center, that inner peace we talked about the other day, in that inner soul cave, right? Things like that all connect us as we listen to this post today. Because once Saturn and Neptune lock into exact union at the Genesis point, you feeling complete and letting the old collapse, letting the old personality collapse, letting what you think you know collapse, and your desires. Yesterday was all about desirelessness, right? Let it go, let it collapse. And as soon as you do that, the world shifts, my dears. Wow. Good job, Rainbow Tribe. Good job. So a new chapter of humanity begins. And the blueprint is being written now. The threshold is here. The field is responding. And then this says, so bask, Kathleen, bask in zero. Isn't that perfect? Bask in zero. So, this was actually a group called Quantum Access Academy, Quantum Access Academy, and they have a Zoom webcast. They have a live global webcast, February 20th, Saturn, Neptune, Genesis Point webinar. So Quantum Access Academy. It's quantumaccess.org. If you want to experiment, Quantum Access Academy, or Quantum Access, spelled as they sound, .org. Quantum Access. So let's just now go back to the beginning. Close your eyes, my dears. Let's go back to the beginning. Let me even read you that first thought that I gave you this morning. Love rests on no foundation. It is endless ocean with no beginning or end. Drift on it as 1,000 stars float in the heavens. Let there be light. Do you know that when that was said by the Creator, let there be light, that what that consciousness was really saying, let there be pure, unconditional love. And this is day something, 47, I think, of our timeless, unconditional love. Do you know that let there be light means the pure, unconditional love of this reality? The omnipresence of light, which means pure love, never ceases. The imagination of separation is being swept away, my dears, in this energy that we're in right now. This is just for you to muse with. This is just a little treat to take from this stream this morning as I go through this reading and our conclusion of our meditation, visualization, our dreaming of the reality, sacred soul meditation. Let there be light. It never ceases. The imagination of separation is being swept away by this love and light. There is no separation, as you all know, right? There's just unity. There's just the oneness. You are ready to remember you are a channel of this primordial light. Marty and all of you, Ricardo, etc. And that's not your etc. You're Narayan, you're Lori, you're Kathleen, you're Cami, Ellen, Marty. You're not an etc. You are ready, though, I'll tell you, to remember you are a channel of that primordial light. Don't forget that. You're a channel of that primordial light. That's all. That's all. As you walk around, as you talk to your hubby, as you walk your dog, as you go to the market, as you do anything today, you are a channel of that primordial light, which is pure love. A bearer of the living word of love. A bearer of the living word of love. Those who remember, and guess what? If you remember this, some of it today, a little bit at a time today, or there's been gaps and you come back to it today, oh, don't ever get upset or feel like, oh, you haven't done this, right, or I haven't thought of God, most of the day. What? Just use that as an opportunity to come back to the presence, come back to 0 point, my dears, because you are a living channel. Those who remember are bringing to earth, the new earth, the energy of pure love. So you come back after a day of just going crazy, can't control your thoughts, can't do this, you feel like the worst you've felt in a long time, whatever. But you come back to your heart space, my dears. Remember that you're a channel for primordial love, things like that. That you are bringing to earth the new earth energy of this pure love. You are bringing into this new earth the new energy of pure love. That's all. Wow. When you open your heart, you are inviting that primordial light to shine through you into the world, and it is transformed. The world is transformed a little more every time you come back and open your heart. Wow. The world is transformed a little more. The light of your awareness, rooted in love, the light of your awareness, rooted in love, shines through every shadow of your doubts, fears. It affirms that only love is ultimately real. As the light within your heart pours forth, it joins the light that shines from others. Jeez, I know this is a lot, but you can understand it if you're not using your mind. If you're just using your heart, my dears. I know this is a lot of words, but to me, it's just pure vibration. It's one, all you need is one word to set you off from 0 point. Take off, launch yourself. The light of your awareness, rooted in love, shines through every shadow of your doubts and fears. It affirms that only love is ultimately real. And as you come back to your heart, my dears, let's say, as you come back, as the light within your heart pours forth, it joins with the light that shines from others. Together, oh tribe, oh rainbow tribe, together we form a luminous network that engulfs the planet through all the, even though there's conflicts and chaos going on, that we form a luminous network that engulfs this planet through all the conflicts and chaos. The grid awakened hearts. We're in a grid, Marty, of awakened hearts are getting stronger and brighter. Think of it as a silent revolution, Lori, as a silent revolution that nobody needs to know is going on within us or within you. With each person who chooses understanding over judgment, healing over hurt, a new strand of light, which means a whole new burst of divine love. With each person who chooses understanding over judgment, healing over hurt, brings a new strand of light that becomes a part of this network. Wow. The simple truth, let there be light, is alive within you and countless others in big ways. That's that saying in the Bible, let there be light. Wow, it's alive. It's alive, my dears, within you and countless others in big ways. Every time we return to love, another thread in the illusion of separation snaps. Wow. I'm telling you, stream of streams, day of days, and you all are here, hearing it with your heart and soul. Let it sink, let it absorb, be an absorbent sponge for this reality and this light, my dears. Just a little bit more and we'll close. Every time we return to love, so never make yourself wrong when you are out of sync, out of tune, out of alignment, just blew up, just freaked out, whatever. Come right back to your soul center. Come back to the truth of you. That light is alive within you and countless others in big ways. Every time we return to love, another thread in the illusion of separation snaps. And the tapestry of unity on our globe in this new era is revealed a little bit more every time you come back to love. The shadows who once dominated the storyline, your storyline cannot withstand this concerted illumination. That's all. Big breath. Ah, let it out. Let it in. Inhale. Big breath of light. Let there be light, which is pure love. Exhale. Let it out. Let it in. Let it out. And rub our palms together, my dears, as we are perfect conduits right now for this Holy Spirit Om, which is talked through our intuitions this morning. And we each got what we needed to get. You don't even have to think about it right now. Let's just inhale and chant an Om. Om. Let's go again, my dears. That all of this, like I've often said, what if truth is true? What if your ears now can decipher between what is true and what is a delusion or illusion? What if you have that pure amazingness to just understand which is true and which isn't? And then you completely absorb in the truth. Let's do one more Om so that the truth becomes the only reality for this entire new earth. Om. Just be here for a moment and let it just pierce into the hearts of all our brothers and sisters on the planet. Yeah, in all the war zones and all the places where there's just, closed doors, so to speak, people not interested, people still doing their own thing. It's all part of the tapestry. We don't have to think about it twice. So let's just feel that everything's in perfect order. Remember, we reorganized, we reconnoitered this morning, my dears. We celebrated this morning. We heard some good news this morning. And it goes on and on. May you continue on and on today in miraculous ways. You don't have to know what they are. So that is that, my dears. Just another morning on the planet as we used to know it, but right in the heart of the matter is the transformation of you and me, Marty, Roberts, Tara, Kathleen, and Yoda, Lisa and Jim. Some of you don't ever come on this little line that we have here at the end, but I am going to open up my hearing. So if somebody wants to share, did anybody, did you understand anything this morning? Did something resonate? That's a better question. Did something resonate this morning in this morning's chat? I see some heads. I see some bobbing heads, some bobbing head dolls. I see some bobbing head dolls. That's good. That's good. Ellen putting up a heart. Tammy's on board. She's gonna do the Sufi shuffle. Remember the Sufi shuffle? Maybe you're too young. You're too young to know that, or I'm too old, or whatever. But there was the Sufi shuffle. Yeah, it's a cartoon. Not a cartoon. It's actually a person. Yeah, in my day. So thank you, everybody. Anybody have a word or two, or you're just sending it through your heart into all our hearts, into our world? Thanks. I appreciate you all so much. You all look so brilliant. Not just brilliant, but you're luminous, right? You're luminous, my dears. Thank you. Keep that. Keep that, hold that, and then embrace the whole world with it, you included. And that is that. So it is. Aho. Namaste. Hare Krishna and Hare Bol. Praise the Lord. Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for the time with the divine together on Secret Soul, Sacred Soul. Yeah. Woohoo. I know. We don't go anywhere. We don't say, oh, we'll see you later. We're in each other. We're already connected in the union of our hearts. So let's ride. Let's ride, Soul Tribe. Let's ride. We got the fire horse and we have this new energy, the rebirth of the new era. Wow.
Thank you, Tom. I'm feeling it all. Thank you so much.
I know. I know.
We're just riding it now. We're on a surfboard. We're on the world board.
You're right. In a big, perfectly shaped tsunami wave that's
Yes.
just totally safe. You can't lose. Like in that endless summer, they rode that wave in, I think it was Africa or something, and it just went on and on and on.
Do you miss the ocean? Do you miss Swami's?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do. But I caught so many waves. I surfed so long that I don't really miss it because
yeah.
I,
It's still with you. It's
when something's complete, it's complete. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
You're still riding waves.
I'm still riding with you. Absolutely. You got me. You got me. Uh, we should have a little game called You Got Me. All right. Love you all.
All are. Love you too, Tom. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Kisses, hugs.
See you next time. See you in the
I'll
ethers.
see you in ethers.
See you always. Bye bye.
See you. See you. Let's ride. Let's ride. Get on our fire horses and let's ride, tribe. Let's ride, tribe. All right. Toodles with oodles of love, my dears.
Toodles.
Toodles.